So maybe I now try to speak about funny things, but funny things or maybe futile things needs to be used by serious business and serious development software. To explain my roots of my history, I start doing a digital image on my first computer. It's a TRS-18 in 1981. And it's my first computer, and I try to, at that time, develop 3D software in real time. In 1988, I get my degrees of civil engineer in aerospace, and it was a mean to understand the physics and also to understand literature about computer graphics. In 1994, I create a digital graphic company with my brother, which is an architect. And at the first time, we start architecture project in 3D. But our dream was to build a short movie, to work in movie industry. So we do in the 95 the first short film fantasy, which is award with a lot of prize for best special effect. In 2001, it was a new century, but also a new beautiful place, beautiful location, which is a farm and a castle. And for the moment, we work with 40 people, mainly graphic people and also engineer and software developer. In 2001, after 6 years of working on commercial software, we crossed the line and we think about development to develop own software, new software in internal company. And we do a lot of short movie to experiment new graphical domains. So there is some example of this type of graphical aesthetics, and also with a software adapt for each project. In 2005, it was Friday on another date. It was the first full feature fiction film, but this movie was built and specifically special effect was made entirely with open source software. And judged by the open source community, it was a world premiere. So we use, for example, Blender. It's a well-known open source software to build, for example, the boat in the sea. And also use different other tools that we adapt for specific things. It was also a good event for me, because you can see me in front of the sea with the Christmas ball. At that time, it was the realm of resourcefulness for special effects supervisors. So Now we use, of course, more professional tools, for example, wide-angle optical and something like that. After a dozen full-feature film in special effect, and also with a lot of short film in cartoon, it was time to cross a step on a full-feature cartoon movie. So we had the chance to work on these projects, The Secret of Kells, which is the Oscar-nominated film in this year, and next to Pixar, DreamWorks, and Disney. So it was a big recognition for our job, because we developed special tools to respond to the demand of the director and his special needs. For example, we receive this kind of picture with different color, solid color, but also color on strokes, and also texture. And this movie has a special treatment, and there isn't no commercial software to do that. So we developed different things to respect the Middle Age aesthetics of the Book of Kells. So we receive from Brazil and Hungary and Spain hand drawing picture with a color coding, blue, for example, to explain where we have to put the texture, and red, it's for special strokes treatments. After that, we do different steps, and each steps are mostly semi-automatic. For example, the Viking, we needed fur clothes putting on, and this clothes must follow the shape of the Viking. So here there is special tools using a special curve which follow exactly the shape of the Viking. Also, different effects. For example, smokes, mist, not on this picture, but also rain and snow. And every aspect of this effect have to follow this special aesthetics. So, for example, the green smoke is like a curve, like in the Book of Kells. And at the end, we together all layers. For example, the background, the character, the mist, and also we had light and shadow to have the final result. At the end of the film, there is a very important sequence where we walk through the most famous page of the Book of Kells. Book of Kells is like a Bible written during 3 centuries, and there is a lot of microscopic details in this page. So it's like a microscopic work into this page. Another project to explain different technique and aesthetics we are in front of. So, for example, here it's a combination between puppets shoot frame by frame on a green background, and we embed this green picture into a background using the watercolor process. This process is in black and white. Using each tools developed for the different cartoon movie, we adapt the software to colorize black and white archive for the 1418 war. And because, of course, at that time, color film didn't exist, and so we adapt some tools of the software to follow exactly the shape of the troops, for example. And this type of picture was very complex because there is a lot of troops movement and a lot of soldiers and something like that. So we write specific curves and also multicolor palettes to colorize one soldier with 4 or 5 curves. And these curves are animated also. Here you can see a different example, and it's very close to the color film on the Second War at the end of the process. So, of course, in this process we developed restoration tools and also colorization tools. Another movie, Oscar and the Pink Lady, use 200 sequence in special effect, but with this sequence we use 3D animation to animate the ghost. And first of the process is to design the ghost, and the director wanted to use Japanese theater masks, and we follow his demands. At the end, or for example, in this sequence, it's a very complex sequence because the camera is moving along in the corridor, and there is tens of ghosts coming and disappear and appear in these corridors. We use to break the realism of this ghost. We use a special technique to deform the background of the behind the ghost, for example. Here it's a project we worked for the moment. It's a full watercolor cartoon movie. And we receive, on the right, we receive this kind of picture with solid colors. And we process this solid color into a watercolor rendering, but using the real physics of the water, the pigment, and the paper. So it's a very huge computing rendering. And the prototype took 40 minutes per frame to calculate. And we rewrite completely the software using GPU. It's a new hardware using graphic cards based and specialized for 3D gaming. But we use this power to accelerate, and as you can see, it took now 3 seconds per frame. So now the tool are ready for the production. So on the left you have so we receive this kind of picture, and for example we can the designer put a special line here, and there is a special treatment for the boundary, so there is a blend or a mix between the pigment. Also, every stains follow the movement of the character. So it's not a fixed texture, it's a moving, deforming texture, and it works very well. Another kind of picture. So, for example, here there is this stains follow exactly the arm of the bears. Another project for the moment, it's called Little Big Panda. It's a German and Chinese production, and this cartoon follow a normal workflow, traditional drawing workflow, but here the challenge is to put in 3D stereoscopic. It will be maybe the first cartoon movie in 3D stereoscopic, maybe a world premiere for that. And we developed for this process. We consider that the 2D picture coming in the studio are for the left eyes, and using a depth map and a special algorithm, we deform the left eye's picture for the right eyes. And maybe you can try, but don't hurt your eyes. I put the right eyes on the left and the left eyes on the right, and if you cross your eyes and maybe you see three pictures, the picture in the middle are in 3D stereoscopic. Try, but maybe wait for the projection in a theater. Of course, for the graphic, my graphic employees don't cross her eyes every day. So we use old-fashioned techniques using big color glasses to see the depth information and to design the depth. But of course, in this case, the color is altered. And now we are at the beginning of the production for the second movie of Tom Moore, so the director of Brandon and The Secret of Kells. And this movie use a very strong aesthetic with fake perspective and different things. And you can see, for example, the sea. It's very symbolic or very graphical with a very graphical style. And also there is a lot of underwater sequence, so a 3D stereoscopic projection is planned. If you want to see more, maybe a video, you can go on our website, which is translated in English, and you can read things. My conclusion. It's a small reflection about this, about from these 18 years of activity. Thank you very much.